I was doing other stuff, and I just put it on. I wasn't expecting much, and all of a sudden I sat back and I started listening to this stuff, and I was like, holy smokes. So I really started paying attention and went right through it, and I looked you up on the web, and you just happened to have a conference coming up in 6 weeks, and I said, we got to go to this. Right. And I came to that conference thinking, if I can get one more thing, it'd be unbelievable, because I was thrilled just with what I got out of there. And that was the year you had Alex Mendosian and Rick Raditz, and that just changed the whole course of our company.
Wow.
So,
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Had a couple thoughts that I wanted to share. How many people here sell products or services? Here's your problem. People don't buy products or services. People buy solutions to problems. That was a big message of the weekend. Also, how many people here feel that the money they paid to be in platinum is worth what he charges? Actually, if it was only worth what you charged, you probably wouldn't buy it. You're paying for the value that he brings, and it's an investment. This isn't an expense. It shows up on your P&L, isn't it, as an expense, but this isn't an investment. And investments always have something in common. They have a return. And you know, what's the return on your investment? And if you look at it that way every time, you'll see the tremendous value that you get from this group. What were some of the other thoughts I had? The point I was making for that is I don't know if what you charge is right, because you should, you know, it's, no, the other way. It's the other way, because how do you charge for the value that you bring? How do you can't put a price on it. I mean, one elegant idea, just one, makes the whole investment worthwhile. So, and you get tons of them. You get tons of them. A couple other thoughts I had. Creating value, that's what I wanted to do. Everybody take out a credit card. I want to show you something. It's an important concept.
There's a big marker too, if you want to do that.
No, I'm going to use these cheap little Hilton pens. Everybody take out a credit card. I'm going to make this fair. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pull this up, and I'll put out my hand, and the first person who gives me a credit card that I can charge $1,000 for this pen gets the pen. No takers. All right. The first person who puts a credit card in my hand, I'm going to give you I want $1,000 for the pen. The only difference is it comes with a free Lamborghini. There you go. Guy who takes action. Nothing happens until you take action. The point here was, what was the difference? The problem was, it wasn't really the price that was the issue. It's you didn't see the value for what I was asking for it. And I could have done one or two things. I could have lowered the price to the point where maybe I got down to a dime and said, yeah, it's a good pen, I'll give you a dime for it. Or, what did I actually do? I didn't lower the price, I added the value. And the whole point is, if you're competing on the basis of price, you're absolutely competing on the worst possible way, because anybody can compete with you. So you want to add value. And one of the things that I thought, I listened to what you talk about with the pets, and one of the thoughts I had was that, and you talked about too, focusing on customers who are willing to pay you for what you do. The 80-20 rule. Don't focus 80% of your energy on the 80% who don't generate the results. 20% of your people are responsible for 80% of your results. 80% of your effort should go on those 20%, not focusing on the 80, but we tend to typically focus on the 80. The other thing I wanted to mention was focus on the value that you offer instead of the services that you offer. And some ideas I had for joint venture opportunities for you. www.dirtypillowstory.com. Dirtypillowstory.com. That's a redirect link that I created to a story that was done on the Today Show about a year and a half, where Matt Lauer was interviewing a doctor who had examined what was growing in your pillows and mattresses. You guys know, I don't have to tell you what's in these carpets, but you have bacteria and dust mites in pillows and mattresses, and I thought, as a value add, I don't know anything about carpet cleaning. I know nothing about carpet cleaning. But as a value add, what if we offered some kind of a service to steam clean or do something to the mattresses, or something that you could offer there? Joint venture opportunities, allergists. You know, in medicine, one of the things they do is we treat the symptom. We don't actually treat the cause. And as people get exposed to more and more allergens, they just up the dosage and people have more side effects. That's what medicine does. Instead of taking the time and seeing if we can cut down on what actually is causing the problem. So if you can do that, you know, you have opportunities with allergists, pulmonologists, pediatricians, pharmacies, joint venture with pharmacies. Why don't you go? I mean, you're actually going into the home where you can leave information about the pharmacies, and the pharmacies are getting prescriptions all day long for people with allergies and asthma, that there might be some joint venture opportunities there. So I just wanted to share those thoughts with you because I thought that might be something, another angle maybe you hadn't thought of.
Well, it's fantastic, and I'd probably want to hit you up for doing an endorsement of our members to your pharmacy guys.
Well, I've been thinking about it for the last couple of years, so we should actually do it. My frustration is I live in West Palm Beach, Florida, and there's not a single member, member of your group from South Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
People in Florida, you know, there's Steve's there, but.
And we do have floods.
Yeah.
We do have floods.
We'll work on that.
So.
No, great stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you.